Hello everyone, I am back. I just finished, literally like not even like an hour past, well, maybe about like an hour, maybe, I don't know. What time is it? Let me check my time here. Oh yeah, like an hour passed. Or, no, not even an hour. Time, whatever. And so, this is essentially an evolution of Llewellyn's cardstock and an unboxing of a package that literally just came in to right now. Literally, like I just walked in from the mail and I started recording, but then stuff happened. I forgot these two to get these two to show you guys the evolution of Llewellyn. So yeah, let's start with the beginning then. So Llewellyn back in 19 whatever, 2000 whatever, released their tarot decks, and they came with boxes like this, and they still have these types of boxes. I actually kind of like these kind of boxes. They're actually much better. They kind of stand out. The packaging's okay. It's easier to put your decks in there. It keeps them safe. It seems much more structured than your average tuck boxes that like US Games would release or Lo Scarabeo would release. But yeah, one criticism though was their cardstock that they had. It was super, like almost too thin for some people, and a lot of people did not like that. I didn't like that until recently. But this is only for like their smaller ones. Like look at it, it actually now shuffles nicely. Now I think I just need to like get used to the size of tarot cards for my hands, but yeah, I'm gonna put that right there. And again, super thin cardstock. Next, their boxes, they're really big boxes, kind of had the same design essentially. Wait, I think they had the same opening clam shaped design. If not, it was like this, a box like this, okay, and it would open up, and it would come with this weird, like, thin box that had, like, this piece of cardboard sticking out, and it had the box itself, and it didn't fit the cards perfectly, and so if you, like, shook the box a little bit, you can hear the kind of a little bit of the cards in there. And it really didn't work out. It honestly wasn't really good packaging for the big boxes that came with books. But now, recently, last year, they changed it, and they have the thin boxes like this, and they come out, and now they have these boxes like as such with these boxes rather, which work way better. And they also changed their cardstock, and made it much thicker. And so the cards were just laying there, but unfortunately the cardstock is much thicker, so the cards would like kind of like stick out a little. So if you put the book in after you stick the cards in, or you forget to do that, or you forget to like stick them in at the same time, you would essentially damage your cards and chip them even more, because that is one of the things that happens to these cards. They chip. Mine, so far, 2 of them are not chipping. Like this one so far has not been chipping, which I'm super grateful for. And and this one too, my Shadowscapes, which is the first one I got when I heard that they changed their cardstock, and I'm like, yeah, I actually like it. And the chipping, it kind of got to it a little bit. I'm not sure if you can see that here. Oh, you probably can't, but anyways, it got a little bit of chipping, but it wasn't as bad as my Line Strider, which was tons of chipping. And a lot of people were complaining that they got chipping all over their cards, which I think like that's horrible. Like it's bad. That's like, no. Like just from like 3 shuffles and your cards are already damaged, like no. And so yeah, they kept the same boxes, as you can see with these. They just like resized them to fit the bigger cards because they're thicker cardstock. This deck, I don't keep it in the box. I keep it in my actually I keep it in my Usi bag. I don't even think that's how you pronounce that company's name, but anyways, because it's the only bag that I had available, so I keep it in there. And so yeah, and yeah. So I said, you know what? And now they changed it again, which I think is what this is. It should have changed. I can feel how sturdy the box is. And yes. Do I have scissors here? No, I don't. Well, we can just rip it open. Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay, they just I feel like they just threw in like a bunch of bookmarks for me. because they sent me a lot of bookmarks. I ordered these from Wordery because free shipping. I think Book Depository and Wordery both give you free shipping, with your orders, and at no extra cost. Free shipping. It does take longer. My Llewellyn Tarot took 11 days. And this one, though, took the longest. I expected this to come in tomorrow. I was expecting it because this one said actually 17 business days. So, yeah. But again, they changed their packaging as of 2017. I saw this, like, kind of go off the market, I guess, on Amazon. And so I was like, what was that? What was all that about? And then it came back again. And it also happened to the Wildwood. And I thought, what's going on? And when it happened to the Wildwood, I thought, oh, my God, should I buy an extra copy of the Wildwood? And I'm trying to see if I can find anything that can open. Oh, never mind. Finally got it. So I thought, oh my gosh, so I need to buy a Wildwood copy or whatever. And ooh, Llewellyn, what are you doing? Ooh, this packaging. Okay, well, it's a super glossy box, so it kind of wants to stick to the plastic, to the cellophane. There we go. Gotta rip it. Just gotta rip it. Rip it! There we go. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Okay, Llewellyn really stepped up their game. I think this is the best that they can do. And this is honestly the best kind of packaging out there. So apparently they changed their packaging again. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get Tarot of the Hidden Realm. And so it was like $20-some. And I thought, okay, well, I saw the packaging and it changed. Look at that. Glossy, and it's sturdy. Yes. I might keep it in the box. Nah. If they make these boxes smaller, like for these, which as far as I can tell, I don't think they've made them that size. But yeah. But again, if they do, I would be gladly keeping the decks in the box. Oh my gosh, look at the design here. Oh my gosh, yes. Here we have it. It's a magnetic closure. You can even see the two magnets right there. One right there, one right there. That's not too bad. That just goes to show that you got magnets here. Then, oh my gosh. Then you got a ribbon here to open it up and pull it out for the book. Yes, I got the Tarot of the Hidden Realms, by the way. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Let me see who made this. Artist and creator and the author, Barbara Moore. Oh, I've heard great things about her. Let's see how well this deck goes, because I kind of wanted more fae and that kind of energy. Oh no, mine got a little issue right here. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. Ooh, problem. Nope. 0 stars. Never mind. We'll never buy again. But I'm just kidding. No. Oh yes, and they thinned out their cardstock again. They said, we're sorry, we disappointed everyone. We will never do that again. And I need to get some scissors. I will be right back. I should have gotten scissors. What's wrong with me? Alright, I'm back now with scissors that I almost fell on because I don't know how to walk apparently. So yeah. Carefully cutting this because this deck is already borderless. Why do I need to trim more off of it? And apparently they changed the cardstock again, making it thinner. And it is. It totally, oh my gosh, it totally is. And right now it's like really, really hot, so it is much more flexible because, you know, I ordered it like because it just came out of the heat of the sun. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to work with this. Oh, this is super thin. compared to the other decks. Ooh, but I just smooth matte kind of finish. It's like a weird matte finish. Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, so here we have the Fool. Typical Fool energy. Here we have the Magician, which tell me the Magician does not remind you of the Magician in the or is it the Emperor? I think it's the Emperor in the Ostara Tarot. You know. This is one of my least favorite magicians, though, but he's not too bad. Here we have the High Priestess, the Moon. Oh my gosh, just talked about the High Priestess on the Marielle. Look at that! The Marielle with her apples again. Yeah, then we have a butterfly here with the wheat. Oh my gosh. Here we have the Emperor. Honestly, this kind of reminds me a lot of the Emperor and the Marielle too. Marielle, maybe it's because I'm just thinking about the Marielle so much and I've been studying it and breaking down the cards. So yeah, we're gonna go through all the cards. This is a very common deck, you know, it's well seen, but again. The lovers. I don't think they changed anything on the art though. No, they didn't. No, not that I can tell. Moving forward, Fairy Stallion for the Chariot? Yes. Because apparently, like those kind of horses, like you really can't ride them, like just like that, you know. They don't let anyone just ride them, and they're really difficult to control apparently. So yeah, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to work with this. Here we have Strength with the wolf rather than. And I like that. It seems like a wolf is much more easily controllable, you know, than a lion. But again, just to put that emphasis, they put the lion there, I guess. The Hermit, very crone energy. Which makes me just want Terror of the Crone even more. I think it's like up there. If you can see it. Terror of the Crone, it's right there. Along with the Minoan and the Dark Goddess. When I get the money for it, I'm definitely going to do that. Bundle those three together and order them. So yeah. And then here we have the Fortune Fae. The blowing of a dandelion. Where will these seeds land? You know? That's, oh my gosh. And you can only hope for the best. You don't know where they'll land, but here we have Justice. Look at her. With the feather of Ma'at, if you will. But again, this is very, very, much more Fae rather than, rather than Egyptian. So yeah. Oh, the Hanged Man. I like the knotwork in the background, which actually, I really like the backs, actually, with that knotwork in the backs, too. Death, that crone energy again with the crow. I think it's the Morrigan. I'm pretty sure these are people. Like I think pretty sure they are. I don't know if they are like actual specific mythological figures. Yeah, here we have Temperance. Typical Temperance. Here we have Shadow Dance with the devil. This is a way better depiction of Cernunnos or Cernunnos than in like the Druidcraft or who was it? Who else is it that shows Cernunnos? I think in Terror of the She. Oh, if I fan them, they'll cool down. So yeah, I'm probably gonna fan these one by one and cool them down. So yeah, because they do need to cool down. You don't want your tarot decks too hot. That's how they get warped and all that. And that's how they might bend also, so. Yeah, here we have the Blasted Beech. Oh, rather than the Blasted Oak. But again, I do like that figure of the tree being blasted. Which honestly makes more sense than like lightning destroying a tower. Like, I'm pretty sure a tower can handle a lightning strike. I think. I don't know. I don't know physics. Here we have the Star, the Child. He looks so scared. But the butterfly's here to help him. Guide him on his way. Here we have the Moon. Look at that. Oh my gosh. She's dangerous, girl. Ooh. Ooh, girl. Run. Here we have the Sun. So happy. Not the creepy child baby. You know, I'm with Kelly from the Juthan story on that one. Children are just so creepy in tarot decks. Wait, okay. So there's one thing I found. Well, I don't know. It might just be... No, there is a difference between the backs and the fronts, and I think that's even in their old card. No, their old card stock with the Robin Wood here that I have is pretty much the same. Unless it's, like I said, the heat is probably like making them feel the same. Unless it's my thumb that feels different. No, it feels the same. I'm just crazy. Yeah, here we have the Life Renewed, the Blasted. Or if you think of the Blasted Oak here, she has the oak ready to regrow again. Look at her. She looks so sweet. And then we have the World. Look at her. The green woman with the World. Oh my gosh. You know, the World card very rarely, like, pops up for me. Wait. Yeah, rarely pops up for me. Ooh. Ooh, it's probably all. Oh, yeah, because it's probably all. Well, whatever. When it shuffles, it'll... Look at that, what it's doing right here. It's probably because of the heat. And this is probably all one temperature, and this is a different temperature. And they're probably, like... rejecting each other, but again, it'll cool down. Here's the Ace of Wands. I like how all the aces are animals. Sometimes I like to organize cards in the Marielle system, putting all the aces together, all the twos, all the threes, all together, and see the balance and see the comparison and the contrast between the two. So yeah, look at that. I think one of them is a badger. I hope, because I actually kind of like badgers. Here we have the Two of Wands, very different Two of Wands, much more celebratory. Okay, tell me this Three of Wands does not look like the Three of Discs. If you guys just came from my from a Marielle live chat and you guys are watching this, then you'll see that that looks a lot like the Three of Discs. But I actually like this Three of Wands. It actually differentiates the differences between the Two and the Three of Wands, which is one of my pet peeves. It's like the Two and the Three of Wands look so similar, and I can't really tell the difference between them. I have the Four of Wands, a celebration here. A party! Here you have the Five of Wands, climbing trees. But there seems to be a little bit of conflict here, especially between these two. Yeah. Cooling it down. Oh my gosh, the Six of Wands. The colors here. I like how that striking difference from the 5 and the 4, from 5 from the 8, from the 2s to the 5s, and then to that one, like it's so bright and then it's dark all of a sudden. That's so cool. And here we kind of lighten up. Oh, we get dark again with the Eight of Wands. Look at her. Oh my gosh, this. Oh my gosh, no regrets buying this deck. Oh my gosh, the box, and I've heard great things about the book from Kelly at least. So yeah, look at her. The Nine of Wands. Reminds me a lot of Dreams of Gaia. I think I know that's an image here in the Dreams of Gaia, but with the Phoenix or the Firebird. So yeah, the Ten of Wands here. The Child. What is he holding? An egg, I believe. Yeah, an Easter egg. Yeah, I'm really gonna have to read the book here. But the faces are so expressive. The page, that's a child here. Yeah, let me show that again. I kind of feel like I moved that too quickly. That's what I just remembered, that like sometimes I see people upload videos and then they're like, oh, look at this card, and then whoop, oh, never mind. It's like, and then when you try to pause it, it's like all blurry. So yeah, I'm gonna see if it'll focus on him. So yeah, look at that Knight of Wands. They look very, very earthy. Like this is an earthy deck in general. Look at her, the Queen of Wands. Me. Just kidding. Yeah. I like her crown. That's so cool. Oh my gosh. I actually, when I see this, I always think of it as like the Lord of the Rings kind of deck for some reason. Like they really do look like for some reason the art style and how they look kind of looks like the Lord of the Rings artwork from that one artist that usually is doing the Lord of the Rings drawings. I don't know what his name is, but he's a really good artist. Or she. I can't remember. The Ace of Cups with an otter. Otters are savage animals. Do not trust them. They're cute and adorable, but don't try to pet them. They will bite. They're like water weasels or something. Essentially, they're like part of the weasel family, I think. But yeah, they're adorable and cute, but don't try to pet them. Because I remember this one episode of who is it? I can't remember what his name is. But he always comes on those late night shows and he always brings animals with them. And one of them was he brought an otter on them and he's like, no, don't pet them. So yeah. The Two of Cups here. Look at that. There's a relationship here. But it doesn't really seem like everything's fine and dandy. But it seems like this relationship, it doesn't mean that it's the end of the relationship. But again, with any relationship, friendship, romantic, or familial, it will have its bumps in the road. So yeah, here we have the Three of Cups, a celebration. I like that. Typical. Here we have the Four of Cups. I think, oh my gosh, within Greek mythology, there's two types. There's the dryads and then there's the naiads, I believe. One is in the water and another is like is in the trees. And that's what I kind of get here. But she's probably a Selkie though, because of the seal imagery here. So, yeah. Here we have the Five of Cups. Okay, if this isn't Lord of the Rings, like with the horses, with the water of the horses. I mean, come on. Six of Cups here again. Lord of the Rings again. She just looks like she's from Lord of the Rings. But I love how she's in this Six of Cups, how she's like in the water, wading through the water. She's probably like either she's finding something within herself. Here we have the Seven of Cups, so very contemplative. I like this. Oh my gosh. That is really good right there. Eight of Cups. I like how he has the phases of the moon right there. He's kind of leaving behind what he's discovered within the bowl. What's in there? What's in the bowl? Here we have the Nine of Cups, and now the bowl is being offered to us, or the cups here being offered to us. What is in there? Is there anything in there? Nope, nothing. Just water. I'm pretty sure if you like meditate hard enough on there or scry into the picture, you might see something within the cup. Oh, here we have the Ten of Cups. Look at her. Oh. I very rarely do walkthroughs like this, cause, yeah, but it's like, you know, the page. You have the Knight. Seems very moody compared to the other ones. Let me cool it off first, cause there we go. The Knight of Cups. I like the aesthetic and the design. Look at her. Look at this Queen of Cups. Such a dark blue. Oh, and I like how the colors just pop out. But you can still see the design and everything. Like the colors aren't like super saturated or anything. Here we have the King of Cups. Look at that. And now he's like a lighter blue. He's a much more calmed down blue, I guess you could say. He's a much lighter blue. He's not as dark or rich as the Queen was. Oh my gosh. Here you have the Ace of Swords with a crane. Again, I would like to work with this deck and the Llewellyn Tarot, along with the Druidcraft and the Wildwood, and Wildwood more in particular, as well as pretty much all my other nature decks like that. Here we have the Two of Swords, maybe even Tarot of the She, but I don't know. I get really different energies from this one and Tarot of the She. So yeah, the Two of Swords here. What's going on here? I really need to read the book then. Three of Swords. Oh my gosh. Just the colors and everything, and even though there's very little in the cards, you get so much in there. The Four of Swords. Very contemplative. Very in her head. Her head is like up in the clouds. Here we have the Five of Swords. Very conflicting here. She looks like the Morrigan with the three ravens. I believe they're ravens. Oh no, they're eagles. They're hawks. Yeah, they're not black. They're like a lighter brown. But yeah, she seems ready to fight someone. Maybe she's Scathach. I believe that's how you pronounce it, or Scathach. I believe is how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. I know there's a way to pronounce them, because I always read them and I'm like, that sounds right to me, but I know it's wrong. Here we have the Six of Swords moving forward. Here we have the Seven of Swords. Looking at the stars. Interesting. Oh my gosh, the Eight of Swords. I'm looking for the Morgan and everything. This is what I get from this card. This one, I think. Maybe if I read the book, maybe. maybe she would say. I don't know. I could be completely wrong. That's not what they're going for here. Let me see. I have the book here. Let's see, what was it? Eight of Swords? Eight of Swords. Queen of Swords. 10, 9, 8. Let's actually read from the book. Let's see what the book says. Clad to match the pitch of the night, she readies herself for the task ahead. The thick night swallows all night around. All night. Oh my gosh. The thick night swallows all light and sound. Delving into the black is dangerous, but sometimes it must be done. The reckless rush in, overly confident despite their inexperience. Those who survive learn quickly the ways of the moonless night, schooling themselves in strict practice and diligent study. A good warrior learns to listen a good warrior learns to listen with more than her ears, and to see with more than her eyes. She knows that once she begins to move, there is only one way to success and no room for error. She cannot rely on her physical senses. Her weapon is her mind. She must know, without benefit or external cues, how to move. She must be swift, intent, only on achieving her single goal. If she fails, she will not get another chance. Damn! Okay, calm down. It's just a raven. Wow, okay. Okay, let's see, divinatory meaning. Sometimes we think something is worse than it is. Yeah. But sometimes we are correct in our assessments. The Eight of Swords acknowledges that the situation is difficult, perhaps even dangerous. A misstep could cause setbacks. However perilous the problem appears, it is not insurmountable. There is a solution. It may not be readily apparent, and when recognized, it may not be easy, but it is there. Once you see it, you will move with confident strength. Okay, so typical Eight of Swords meaning, but again, I'm gonna read this. I should be reading more. I honestly do not read as much as I should. And I have so many books. So many books. So yeah, let's move forward. The Nine of Swords. Look at that. The owl, the moon owl, the barn owl. Barn owls are like my favorite types of owls. Like forget about snowy owls and stuff like that. Barn owls are like the best. Ooh. Why is she so angry? Who hurt her? Who hurt you? They better run, because, damn, she is angry. She got stabbed in the back, like in typical Ten of Swords. But she ain't taking shit from no one now. I know it wasn't me. The Page of Swords here. Oh my gosh, look at that. What's in her hair? What type of bird feather is that? Well, that's how I am. I always like to see what the type it is, but it's more of an expressive and a more abstract kind of tarot deck, this one here. So, yeah. The Knight of Swords. Queen of Swords, look at her. King of Swords. Oh, that's right, the Ace of Pentacles is a hedgehog. Oh, look at him. Oh, so cute. Then we have the Two of Pentacles. Right here, growing out. Oh, gosh, yes. Three of Pentacles. Oh, he's making bracelets. I love it when, oh, here's the badges. I love it when they show typical, where they show the elements, but not as just typical like circles, you know. They show different symbols. Here you see the circles, but they're not pentacles. They're not works here. Six of Pentacles, the garden. Oh my gosh. This deck is just amazing. Forging in the fire. That was a little robin. 10. The Page. So yeah, as we reach the end, my father is coming home, so he's gonna walk up and ring the doorbell or open the door. So that is it for today. Here's the king, and I will see you guys later. I don't know if you can hear him, so yeah. I'll see you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm definitely going to look forward to working with this deck. Bye.